Sexist language is more than just words. It can reinforce harmful gender stereotypes, exclusion of individuals, and contribute to the normalization of gender-based violence. This short animation explores the real consequences of sexist language in the workplace environment. From biased job advertisements to everyday meetings, sexist words create discrimination and violence. So, what does sexist language actually look like? We'll unpack its diverse forms, understand how it can affect learners and coworkers, explore its real consequences, and learn how to avoid using it. The first step in creating an inclusive workplace? Recognize any sexist language and stop them. Sexist language in the workplace can take many forms, from gender job titles to comments that undermine someone based on their gender, such as "he's assertive," "she's aggressive." These messages are considered sexist insults, gender stereotypes, that reinforce traditional gender roles. According to the Eurobarometer of 2017, less than half of EU citizens believe gender equality has been achieved at work, showing a real necessity to act. And more than 18% of sexist insults occur in the workplace. Recognizing these everyday insults and instances of such microaggression are the first step toward challenging them. Sexist language doesn't just hurt feelings. It harms people and their mental health, but also workplaces. For individual employees, it can have negative psychological and social consequences. It can lead to stress, reduce self-confidence, and lead to a reduction in performance. On a social level, constant insults can negatively impact self-confidence, and so can also have a negative impact on career progression of victims, further reinforcing a lack of women in leadership positions, for example. As mentioned by the European Commission, in 2021, there is still a gender employment gap of 10% in the labor market. That's why finding solutions is essential, and it starts with inclusive language. By choosing words that respect all identities and roles, organizations can foster equality, inclusion, mutual respect in their workplace. Educators need to think about how they use language in their teaching practice, and whether they are unconsciously reinforcing gender stereotypes through the language they use. Is language used with respect for others? Is it for jokes? Do people know that their words can have consequences for others? Educators should always use inclusive language and gender-neutral words when addressing a class of learners. They can also create awareness-raising workshops on the topic of sexist language, and in doing so, they can help to show the impact of sexist language on individuals. Sexist language is not appropriate at work and in any other environment, as it can have consequences on individuals, which is why an inclusive and respectful environment is essential in every workplace and in every classroom.